Today is World Cities Day. The United Nations General Assembly designated the 31st of October as World Cities Day with Resolution 68/239. World Cities Day 2020 is the 7th global celebration since the day was launched on October 31st, 2014 in Shanghai, China. Under the overarching theme of a better city, a better life, the aim of the day is to focus the international community's attention on urbanization as a central issue for development, and to encourage cooperation amongst countries in meeting opportunities and addressing urban challenges towards sustainable development. World Cities Day is expected to promote the international community's interest in global urbanization, push forward cooperation among countries in meeting opportunities and addressing the challenges of urbanization, and contributing to sustainable urban development around the world. In Mongolia, many activities, including a conference and art performances, will be held in Ulaanbaatar.
A working group is established by the decree of the capital city governor. The working group organizes daily activities in the capital city. In the years before the pandemic, national wrestling was organized. They also lay floral tribute at the turtle monument at the foundation of the capital.
Ulaanbaatar is the capital and the largest city in Mongolia. The city is not part of any province, and its population as of 2019 was over 1.5 million, almost half of the country's population. Ulaanbaatar is divided into 9 districts: Bagnur, Baghanga, Bayangol, Bayanzurh, Chingilte, Hangul, Nalach, Sunganharхан, and Sukhwatar. Each district is subdivided into horos, of which there are 173. The capital is governed by the citizens' representatives Horal, the city council, with 45 members who are elected every 4 years. The Prime Minister of Mongolia appoints the governor and mayor of Ulaanbaatar to serve a 4-year term after receiving a nomination from the city council. 5 members who are elected every 4 years. The Prime Minister of Mongolia appoints the governor and mayor of Ulaanbaatar to serve a 4-year term after receiving a nomination from the city council.
This year marks the 381st anniversary of the foundation of the capital city. After the adoption of the constitution in 1924, it was renamed Ulaanbaatar. When Ulaanbaatar was founded, it had a population of over 20,000, but today it has a population of 1,539,810.
The population of Ulaanbaatar increased by 24.6%, or 295,000 to 1.5 million, and the average life expectancy increased by 3 years to 71, which is higher than the national average in recent 5 years. As the population grows, so does the need for educational institutions.
Today, according to the last 10 years, all types of diseases have decreased in Mongolia. However, the number of deaths has not. This means that food poisoning and accidents have not decreased. All other indicators have. Cancer decreased by 0.5%. How do we make Ulaanbaatar citizens earn money now? And we are focusing on how to grow the middle class.
As of 2018, there were more than 380,000 households living in Ulaanbaatar, with 45% of households living in apartments, and the remaining 55% of households living in the city's various gear districts.
One of the features of Ulaanbaatar is that working-age people make up 67% of the total population. This shows that Ulaanbaatar is the youngest city in the world. This makes us different from other capitals. Geographically, we are located between 2 large countries. We have the advantage of being able to export our products to our southern and northern neighbors.
In terms of employment, between 2009 and 2018, the unemployment rate fell from 14% to 7.6%. Informal employment has increased rapidly in recent years, becoming a major source of household livelihood. As of 2018, the number of informally employed people had increased to 106,000.
87% of domestic trade and 90% of universities operate in Ulaanbaatar. In addition, 66% of Mongolia's GDP is generated in Ulaanbaatar. This shows that Ulaanbaatar plays a very important role in the country, and the country's major economic relations are developing.
The city was founded in 1639 as a nomadic Buddhist monastic center. It settled permanently at its present location, the junction of the Tol and Silb rivers, in 1778. Before then, it changed location 28 times, each new location being chosen ceremonially. In the 20th century, Ulaanbaatar grew into a major manufacturing center. Ulaanbaatar is a member of the Asian network of 21 major cities. The city's official website lists Moscow, Hukhot, Seoul, Sapporo, and Denver as sister cities.
Ulaanbaatar was founded in 1639 on the shores of Lake Shuret, Burtsum, Overhanga Amag. Ulaanbaatar moved to the present-day location on the Selb River in 1779. So this city has a history of 381 years.
Mainstream tourist guidebooks usually recommend visiting Антын Monastery, which is home to the large Jurassic statue, Dasim Memorial, a socialist monument complex with a great view of the city, the Winter Palace of the Bogdhan, Suhwater Square, and the nearby Chögyentlaman Temple Museum. The city houses numerous museums, two of the prominent ones being the National Museum of Mongolia and the Zanwatsar Fine Arts Museum.
In recent years, the number of tourists visiting our country has been growing by 10% a year. In 2019, 577,000 tourists came to Mongolia. Tourists injected about $600 million into the economy. It is the third most economic influence. First mining, second agriculture, and third tourism affected the country's economy.
Popular destinations for day trips are Gorkhtirich National Park, the ruins of Mantsjir Monastery on the southern flank of the Bogdhan Mountains, and the Chinggis Khan Equestrian Stadium. Ulaanbaatar presently has large cinemas, one modern ski resort, two large indoor stadiums, several department stores, and one amusement park. The number of food, entertainment, and recreation venues are steadily increasing.
There are more than 170 cultural monuments in Ulaanbaatar. The most visited places are Sukhbata Square, the surrounding historical monuments, the Chögyentlaman Museum, the Bogdhan Museum, and the Антын Monastery. In addition, our Kashmir products are known around the world. Therefore, tourists often visit Kashmir factories and shops.
In 2015, the United Nations adopted the Sustainable Development Goals 2030 at the 17th Summit. The UN's 193 member countries are working to achieve this goal. The goal of sustainable development is a global long-term policy document with the motto, "No one should be left behind."
In 2019, an online survey of more than 340,000 people was conducted. The survey was found that Ulaanbaatar residents need cameras and lighting in their neighborhoods and Gir districts. There was also a need for a redevelopment of Gir areas and green space for apartment areas. Citizens do not want much, they want to live comfortably and safely in their environment.
The role and responsibility of government organizations are important in achieving the vision for the development of the capital city. The active participation of non-governmental organizations, civil society organizations, the private sector, and citizens is also important. Every resident of Ulaanbaatar should work together for the future of their city.